You alright? Chris and Gav here. We are going to do top 10 games in our collection right now. We were going to do a top 5 each and do it in one video, but the choice is too hard. We were going to do 5 honourable mentions, then 5 top games, but again, that was, I don't know, we just thought we'd drag it on, so we decided to do one each. So we're going to do a video for me of my top 10 games in our collection right now, and then Gav's going to do one afterwards. And again, this is just right now. I keep saying right now a lot, but because maybe in a year's time as our collections grow, we might do another video and see what our top 10 games are then.
So this is the 2016, summer 2016 version.
Yeah. And shall I just get straight into it?
Yeah, go for it.
We've got our games on the floor, we're trying to decide what order to put them in, because it is quite hard. But let's start. At number 10, I have got Gauntlet 2 on the Nintendo. I absolutely love this game. I can spend hours on it. I loved it on the arcade. I think that's where I fell in love with it, on the arcade. And I don't know, it's the original hack and slash, I think. Basically just button bash, go around each room, slash my way, and I just love that game. And I'm sure everyone out there has played it and knows what it is. Absolutely fantastic. Not much more to say about that one.
No, everyone knows Gauntlet.
Yep. And my number 9 is Mega Man 2 on the NES. Again, just a classic. Everyone knows what this game is. Not really talking about much. It's just pick up and playability is just awesome. You just pick up a couple of lives. It is super hard, which is everyone knows also. But it's just an awesome game.
Everyone might not know that you put that in just to wind me up.
I did, because Gav is dying to get this game off me. Every day at work he's wanting to do some kind of trade for it, and I just love winding up. Oh, and I also, yes, it comes as a bundle with me NES off eBay, and it has like a little sticker tab on it. You put that in and you get up to Dr. Wily straight away. So
What's that, like the password?
That's the password, yeah, it's a password system. So someone's actually laminated and everything. So that stops it there with that.
Yeah.
That is me number 9. Number 8 is quite a recent pickup for us now, but I can't put it down. I've mentioned this in the pickup video, how I can't put it down. It is Mario vs Donkey Kong on the DS. It's just over your head, Gav. It is just a brilliant game. See, I'm gonna put this in because I'm still playing it now. It's basically just like a Lemons clone per se. You go around and you have to direct your Marios to the door, but you also do Donkey Kongs and stuff like that, princesses, and just a really good platform game, really good puzzle, and I love a good puzzle game.
So it's basically Lemons or Krusty's Funhouse type game.
Yeah, I mean you start as like maybe 5 different Marios on the map, and once you click one, you can't stop him, and when he bumps into the next Mario, it sets him away, and you have to collect coins and get them all in. But also, if one Mario goes in the door, you only have like 3 seconds to get the next Mario in, so you can't just do one at a time. You have to work it so it sets a train going and hits them all, and they all go in the door at the same time.
So do you have to set it all up and then set them away, and then that's
it? You have to sit there and you have to set the screen for a good few minutes and plan your attack, and you have to like quickly change girders when one goes up and then one goes down, or move doors, move platforms. So the replay on one level alone, you can play one level 10 times or sometimes in one go, and it's just a really good game. So that is my number 7, or 8, that one. This is number 7 right now, and it is Action Fighter on the Master System. Just love this game. This is one of those games where I remember playing as a kid and I couldn't remember the name as I grew up, and I wanted it again, and I kept like saying, oh, you're a car and you transform into a bike and you transform into like a flying device. And it was one of those games where it took us ages to figure out what it was on the internet, doing different searches, and when I found out what the name was, I was just over the moon, and to find it and pick it up and play it again. And again, it's another quite a hard game for me. Some might find it easy, but it's just a really good driving game.
Was it as good as you remembered it though?
Yes, actually, for this one, yeah, because it was,
Christ.
I think it was nostalgia kicked right in, and I'm like, I was trying a big grin on my face when I first played it again after picking it up. And it's even good because you collect the tokens that spell out Sega, and then all of a sudden a wagon comes along. And
you get in the back of the wagon.
Yeah, you have to drive in the back of the wagon, come out, and just that alone, it's just like, it's the nostalgia on that alone. and just another brilliant game, I think, in my opinion. So, and this is number 6, another Master System game, Psycho Fox on the Master System.
Back's it,
Yes,
isn't
the
it?
back is very beat up on this. It's like
I was thinking that front looks nice condition, and then when you've just held it up to the camera, I can see the back and oh my neck.
But again, this is another nostalgia game. I remember playing this down my nana's house. My cousin had it. We used to always, can I go upstairs and play on David's computer? Yes, okay. So we'll go up and whack this in the computer, and just a brilliant platform game. Because it had like on certain levels, you could just randomly on the screen punch a certain area and a crack would appear. And it'd be like a portal to a next level. It's like find out where these were, though. It's like randomly in the middle of nowhere. Do you remember playing that?
No, I never. I don't think I ever played it as a kid.
Yeah, it's just like you just randomly in the middle of nowhere. You'd hit the screen and the screen would crack and a portal would open. You could like skip levels, and also at the end of each level you would have like a little, see there, like you'd pick your path, you'd get bonuses and stuff like that. And again, just another nostalgia game. Love that one. And that was 6 to 10. So now it's down to the top 5. Again, another Master System game, and I haven't played this. Why, for one, I haven't got a gun for the Master System, and I don't want to play it either, because I don't know if it will ruin my memories for it, and that is Rescue Mission on the Master System. My dad used to play this all the time when I was a kid, and I used to watch him, and it looked really good to sit there watching my dad shouting away at the telly. That was, memories to me, is unbelievable. And I don't want to play it and ruin my memory of the game in case it's not as good and it ruins my memory in my head.
You can always give it to me then.
I don't think so. But basically all this is a fella rider on, what would you call them?
It's like a trolley.
Like a trolley on the train tracks, and he goes round and there's the whole world trying to kill him and you're just protecting them. I think you see in the back there, basically. And it's just a brilliant gun game. Why? It's a brilliant gun game in my head. I don't know what's going to be like if I play it again. But that is my number 5. And my top 4 are all from, well, I won't say that, I'll just let you see them as you come. Number 4 is another puzzler, and I absolutely love this game. Pushover on the Super Nintendo. It's just a brilliant puzzle game. It's like Domino Rally. You have to go around, you have different dominoes, you have splitters, exploding dominoes, risers, stoppers. And you just have to rearrange the dominoes in an order, so when you push it once, they all fall over, and you have to do it in a certain amount of time. And it's just a brilliant puzzle game. I've been playing it, and I can't put it down. It's a bit rad because you're an ant, and there's like King Rat, I think that's what he calls him, and after so many levels you find a bundle of cash and you give it to him, and then you go on to the next world. I don't know what a rat's got to do with an ant, and I don't know what a rat's got to do with dominoes, but...
But an ant and dominoes makes perfect sense.
Yeah. If you're looking for a good puzzle game on the Super Nintendo, that is my recommendation, because that is an absolutely awesome game.
And it's cheap.
It is. Very cheap.
That's the kind of game you can bundle in to get a bit of money knocked off, isn't it?
Yes.
As we were saying, I was on about getting it and I said, I'll wait till we're at a convention and I'll do that.
Well, I think I got that from Doncaster.
Yeah, it was
recently,
Doncaster,
and
yeah.
that was a bundle. So, right, my top 3 games are, everyone knows what these are, and costly classics. Number 3, Super Mario Kart on the Super Nintendo, where it all began for the kart system, and it's absolutely amazing game. I mean, it's always, for me, it's always a race to be Cooper Trooper.
Yeah.
He was the boy.
Yeah.
And just a fantastic game. Everyone knows what it is. Ghost House level 1 with the little jump and you do the shortcut. And the balloon game, the hours I spent as a kid with my cousins playing that, the battle balloons. And just the playability on that, I mean, every one you could have got the main race, it was so much fun. Then you had the time trials you could spend hours on. Every section of this game was just playability. Then you had the battle arena. You know what I mean? You play something now and you don't bother with the time trials, but you did on this one. Because you always wanted to beat the time. You always wanted to beat your friend or your cousin or your brother.
Yeah.
Who could get the fastest, and it was absolutely amazing game. I think a lot of people, that has been a lot of people's top 10. Number 2, which is, I was going to put one of these games in on the NES, but then I thought, if I do it this way I can get them all in one go, because otherwise I'd have had them all in separately. And it is Super Mario All-Stars with Super Mario World on the Super Nintendo. Because I was going to put Mario 3 in on its own, and Super Mario World and so on. But this here is brilliant. I mean, I love Super Mario World. That for the Super Nintendo, that's where all my memories come for the Super Nintendo. I remember playing that at my uncle's house, and I remember playing it. And when you finish it, you do all the is it Star Road?
Yeah.
And you finish all them, and you come through to the world again, and you're like pumpkin heads and stuff like that. That just blew me away. Where you, like come through and the whole world changed. Yoshi, absolutely amazing on that. All Yoshford, a blue Yosh. That's what you want. All the flying. And Super Mario World 3, I love that game, and you can save it on this. So, yes, that's my number 2.
Do you not think that's a bit cheating, or saving Mario 1, 2 and 3?
Why, yeah.
Them games are always designed to go through in one sitting, I always found.
You do, but if you really got the time to go through Super Mario 3 in one sitting, unless you're using the fissile whistles and going all the way at the end. Or Super Mario Bros 2.
Well, that's how we used to do it in the old days.
Without doing the level jumps. Yeah, but at least you can enjoy it now and do each level. Enjoy the full game, save it and come back. Save in Super Mario World 2, you always end up doing the level skips, don't you?
See, I find if you can save the game, you spend less time on it. You're not as good at it in the end for the less long session. You know, you only have an hour session rather than a 2 or 3 hour go on it at a time. I find. I mean, don't get us wrong, I love saving. I've got the Mario All-Stars pack, and I love saving this because it just makes it so much easier, but I do think it's a bit of a cheat.
Right, it is, but I like doing the whole game, like exploring the whole game. I like doing all the cubes. I mean, the water world, when you go and you go on the boat and explore the next island, that blew me away, like little things like that.
Break the rock.
Yeah, you get the hammer, don't you, and you break the rock and go through. But if you're just clashing through it, you miss all that stuff out. But if you can save it, you'll do a world, do everything there is on that world, and you can do the desert world, world 2 next time, instead of just like racing your way through. So yeah.
Go on then, anyway.
Anyway, rambling.
Number 1,
and this here, no matter how many times I do this next year, the year after, this will always be my number 1. And it is Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past on the Super Nintendo. This is what got me back in retro gaming. I went out and rebought the Super Nintendo for this. I started work, got money in my pocket, and I thought I've got to own that game again. Bought this, started buying more for the Super Nintendo, started buying more Zelda games, and it's, you know, you want the N64, you want the Master System, you want them all back, and this here rekindled my love for retro, and it'll always be my number 1, no matter how many lists I do, what games I own.
I think everyone will have a trigger like that, you'll all have that one game that they just want to play again, and that might trigger them to go out and buy the old system. And
for me, but the replay value, you can play this, and I never get bored of it. I really don't. I mean, sometimes I'll play it and I'll run straight through it, or sometimes I'll play it again, decide to do it all, full hearts, collect everything there is, and I just love this game. Like you're saying, it might be a bit of a cop-out for some people, it's such a big game, but no, it'll always be my number 1.
Well, it is your top 10 out of your current collection, so you can have whatever you want, Christopher.
I certainly can. And so that was my top 10 in my collection right now.
Don't forget to check out my top 10
Yes, Gavs will be coming very soon.
Or we might put them both out at the same time.
I might do, I don't know.
We don't know yet.
Well, we'll keep you on your toes and wait and see.
Just check out my top 10.
It won't be as good as mine.
It'll be better.
It won't be as good as mine.
I think it's better.
Well, we'll find out, won't we?
Mm-hmm.